Good morning, grand rising, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you happen to see this. Tracy with Sweet Spot E-Magazine. Thank you so very much. You know, I like to just jump in. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for the views, the likes, the shares. Thank you for commenting and interacting with me. And thank you for my members, the Delphi and Paul. Thank you so very much. I appreciate all of you, every one of you. We're just going to jump in. Game over. Start over. Something is done. If they didn't jump on board, it's too late. I just heard not a door, but a vault door close, and I can hear like that click, 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 click of that. What is that? The vault doorknob? I don't know what that thing is called, the big thing. Turning around. Someone just took the little thing that you do this for the combination. They took it and they spun it so it's not even on that last number. I can hear somebody walking away, like footsteps. Game is over. The time is done. Bottom of the deck, we have intuition. Somebody wasn't following their intuition, or somebody was following their intuition, and maybe that's why the game is over. Something about nature. Maybe someone was following their intuition and they received the answer that they needed by being in nature, by watching nature, by connecting with nature. Something about them watching nature, how it naturally transforms, how it sprouts, it grows, it thrives, it wilts, and it dies. And then the next season it comes back. It's like it's always being reborn, always recreating self, always recreating self. So someone has learned that. Someone has paid attention to nature, how it can always start over. What else? Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, someone, they separated themselves. They did. Mirrors and rest. They separated themselves from everybody else so that they could look at who they were and who they were emulating. They were looking at themselves like, let me check myself. Let me look at the shit that I've been doing and seeing how that actually stacks up to the path that I really need to be on, to how God wants me to act. Somebody, they looked at themselves. They got up close in the mirror and they looked at themselves in the eye in the mirror. That's the most powerful. When you can look at yourself in the eye in the mirror. Not only are you looking at yourself, but you're talking about, you're admitting at that time all the lies, all the secrecy, all the times that you backstab somebody, everything. You're admitting all of what someone else would consider your faults. But these aren't faults. You're talking about everything that you're able to release that is no longer you, because you're transformed. You have started over. And the only way for you to really start over is to start over with a clean slate. The only way to have a clean slate is to be honest, to be truthful. Starting in here, starting with the God in you, then and then everyone else. Because they're seeing that truthfulness is so important. They're happen to see synchronicities. Things that they thought was that's weird, but they're noticing it's not really weird. That's what made them stop and turn around and look at themselves. Because they were noticing things with others that they saw in themselves. And they didn't like those things. And they didn't even feel comfortable talking about those things because they said, I can't say nothing about that because that's how I am too. They decided to rest. They decided to really look at themselves. They decided it's time for me to start over because the shit that I gave out, I sure the fuck cannot take that. I can't take it if it comes back to me. They understand they won't be able to accept that. They won't be able to have that same grit. They won't be able to remain whole like that. Like the person that they gave that energy to. Like the one that they discounted. The one that they lied to. The one that they lied about. The one that they lied on. The one that they disrespected. The one that gave their ass to kiss. They know they ain't about that life because they trying to figure out how you made it through. And they know they can't do it. They cannot do it. They see now that it's up to them. They have to set some strong boundaries because there is a tried and a true process that they are going to have to follow. There ain't no jumping from here, this step to this step to this step. No, baby. You got to go from step to step to step to step if you want to get out of this shit. Somebody saw that God ain't playing. No, God is not playing, especially if God sends a select few to spread the truth, to counter all that toxic shit, to those that are stuck in the matrix, to those that are blind, to those that cannot yet see. There's only a select few. Nine of coins. I told you somebody, they separated themselves. They said, you know what? I want to be by myself. I don't want to answer nobody's call. I don't want to be with nobody. I don't want to even talk to nobody. I'm just going to tell everybody I'm busy. I'm just going to tell everybody I'm busy. I don't want nobody to know where I'm at. I don't want nobody to know nothing because I got to get my shit together. Someone is embarrassed to even walk the streets right now, knowing the energy that they got surrounding them, knowing the dark cloud that they got following them, because they know all that bullshit that they did was so fucking unnecessary. They so into themselves. They doing everything. They looking at everything. They thinking about everything. They are trying to connect with their own intuition, their own spirit guides. They trying to connect with everything and everyone that is and of holiness. Because they know their ass is grass. They know their ass is grass. Somebody they had to turn their back on because they saw that this person was not telling the truth. And then somebody else that they did turn their back on, they saw this person was telling the truth. someone is looking at somebody else, and every time they go on someone's social media page, or they look at someone's picture, or they happen to see that person if they in the same community, and blah blah blah, and they sitting there wondering, why the hell did I do this? What was it about me that I needed to work on, that I couldn't let go of, that I wanted to be stuck? What was it in me? But whatever it is, they're feeling it. They're feeling it. Let me tell you something. They are scared. They're frightened. Because they're afraid that they're going to get exactly what they gave. And that's scary. That's real scary. No. That's not scary. That's actually comforting. If you want to fool yourself into thinking that if I stole $2, that someone's going to steal $2 from me, that's cute. That's precious. But God don't work like that. Let me tell you how God works. God puts these people in our paths. And everyone doesn't have diamonds and golds dripping from them. Some of them look like they're dirty. Like they haven't had a bath in a month. They smell. They don't even really have shoes. I mean, these people look like, oh my God, please get away from me. Someone thought it was going to be cute. Because someone thought that they had some type of powers that they had conjured up. Because someone want to act like they go to mosque all the time. Like they in their room and they have this, their little picture of a mosque hanging, and they got the little rug, and they want to act like they do the prayers, but they sitting back there on their computer conjuring. They thought they was funny. They thought that was cute. What did they do? They came across someone who they thought they were more powerful. That person had $2 to their name. $2. And this person, like, they just took those $2, stole them. So the person that had the $2, when they looked around for their money was gone. And they were devastated because that was all they had. And it took them a month to get $2. That was all that they had. That made that person break down and cry. That person thought about ending everything for themselves that day because they didn't know what they were going to do. But God sent in an angel and blessed that person with $10. Now that greasy motherfucker that took the $2, they're laughing, they're smiling, they're having a good time. And they're like, I just taking these little $2 in my pocket with the other $200 that I have there. You know, if God wants to take $2 from me, go ahead, because I make plenty. I've got more, way more than $2. And God said, you know what? I'm glad to hear that you have that chipper spirit. I'm glad to hear that you have a positive mindset like that, because you're going to need that, boo. You're going to need that. Just how you thought it was okay to take someone's last $2 because you thought that you could, because you thought $2 wasn't nothing, that anybody can go out and get $2, not knowing that it took my child a month to even save $2, I'm going to show you it's all good in the neighborhood. I'm going to show you fat meat really is greasy. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to take all of your finances, all of them. You're not going to be able to make a single penny for the next 10 years. Because I want you to understand when that 10 years is up, when that 10 years is over, I want you to really understand who's the man with the master plan. And I bet your name and your picture ain't gonna come up nowhere in that motherfucking mix. So I want you to enjoy those last $2, because those are your last $2 too. Somebody is getting judgment. I told you I heard that vault door. Somebody made their bed. I hope they like a Posturepedic, because they about to lay in that shit for years. Years and years. Eight of Swords. They stuck. They stuck like Chuck. They stuck themselves. And they feeling like they got to fight. You gotta fight for your right to party. You talk about being battle weary. You talk about being beat down. Let me tell you something. God is dog walking this motherfucker. Somebody is being dog walked. And not only are they being walked like a dog, but God is behind them, gangster walking them as they walking them like a dog. Somebody being put in their place. We got the 7 of Wands and the 9 of Swords. So that other person that said, I'm out, they're concerned. They real concerned, because they like, you know what? I see they getting walked like a dog. I don't want to get walked like a dog. And I'm concerned that I have to do whatever I got to do to protect myself, because I didn't do what I needed to do by listening to God. God said, listen, I came to you time and time again. I came to you in your dreams. I came to you in your visions. I was speaking through your friends. I was speaking through your family. I was speaking through everybody. Commercials, jingles, songs. I was doing that. Your neighbors would just say something and you like, oh, that's weird. That's weird. Why they say that? God said, listen, I tried coming to you to tell you to make up your mind to understand that I am real. That you better unfold them arms and accept that I am real. That you better stop taking things and people for granted and accept that I am real. But you didn't. You didn't. And now somebody is ready to face some emotions. Now somebody wants to be whole. Now somebody wants to, okay, God, I'm ready to get ready. I'm ready to get right, because you know what? I see that you ain't playing with me or nobody else, so I'm ready. God said, no. Calm down. I need you to calm down, because, baby, what I'm about to put you through, you gonna know that I was pissed, that I was not pleased. When I'm finished with you, you gonna stand up straight. You gonna answer to me. I'm barely going to be able to get your name out my mouth, and you're going to be like, yes, Lord. When I'm finished with your ass, you're going to know I'm talking to you. You're going to know you better answer me. Forget anybody else. You're going to know you're going to answer to me. What should we call you? Should we call you the schnauzer? Should we call you the mini pit? What should we call you? Because I'm about to dog walk your ass. 3 of coins, ace of coins, and the temperance. Yes. God has given you a brand new start. I swear I just saw an orb a little while ago. Maybe if somebody wants to look around 20 and 15 seconds or so, I saw an orb right over here. Thank you, God. Somebody is willing now to start over because somebody understands that they was dealing with an earth angel. They didn't understand that shit before. They didn't want to listen before. They couldn't hear nothing before. But they hear it now. Why is that? Because they see justice is happening all around them. They see that everyone that did this person wrong is receiving their just due. That they themselves have been going through. And they're not even mad because they said to themselves, I guess this is justice. I guess this is karma. I guess I should have listened to God when God was trying to get my attention. Justice is here. They don't want to be bothered with nobody else. Least of all this lying person that lied to them throughout the years that they allowed to lie. Not just them, it was them and somebody else. They allowed people to lie to them, to confuse them. They allowed themselves to be moved in ways that they don't even know how they got there. And now they see the truth. Now they understand. Now their eyes are open. Now they're using their third eye. Now they understand the communication. Now they're asking God to communicate directly with them. And now they only want to communicate directly with God. That's why they separated themselves. Because they said, if God don't say it, I'm not going to believe it. They understood. They have to start over. They got to do what's right. They got to work on themselves. They got to be honest with God, with themselves, and with everyone else because they see being half nickel slick. Get your dog walked. Being half nickel slick, get your cut. Somebody's saying they really ain't about them damn spiritual streets like they thought they was. They're not. Somebody sees that they are a wuss, that they are a wimp, that they are a baby. They thought they was all this. But they're like, meow, 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 meow. And they're scared. They're worried. Because they're stuck. Someone is praying, dear God, please do not let that person have cut the cord with me because I need that person. Someone wants to make a move. They want to make a step. They want to go to someone. They want to do some type of action. They want to go towards what they know is right. Because they want to apologize for this imbalance. They want to talk about this imbalance, how they felt imbalanced. They want to try and do whatever they can to work this shit out, because this is exactly where they're at right now. This is exactly where they're at. All those emotions, all that water, all those waves, they're barely able to keep it together. This person is emotional. They are an emotional wreck. They're barely able to keep it together. They break down at the thoughts of what they did. They start crying, boo-hooing. They're asking God for forgiveness. They're saying, I didn't know what I was doing. And God said, don't lie to me no more. Stop lying. That's the damn problem. You want to sit here and not take responsibility? Oh God, I didn't know what I was doing. Even though I was a grown ass adult with my own free will, my own brain, can make my own decisions, probably paying my own damn bills, but I want to act like I didn't know what I was doing. God says, stop lying. Continue to lie, you're going to continue to go down. It's not until you can stop lying. God said, be honest with me, be honest with you, and be honest with everybody else. And I'm going to take that little shit off of you, because I can do that. Because I see your heart. I see where you're really at. I see what's really going on. So you can sit there and you can talk to all your little, go on with your own little friends. And you can tell all of them, oh, I'm full. I'm through with that. I'm healed. I'm healed. I'm healed. I'm healed. And they're going to believe you, but I'm going to see the real you. The Four of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. Someone sees that, yeah, there's somebody else that made a decision that they were going to go ahead and do them. It's like this person was secure within themselves, secure within who they are. This person, they had to just take charge of their life. They had to do whatever it is that they needed to do for themselves. They decided that they needed to go in a whole new direction because they needed to start over. They had to use all this energy with all these wands to start themselves over by themselves, alone. Just like the way they were born, alone. Just like the way they're going to die, by themselves. You come into this world by yourself and you leave by yourself. So while you're here, make sure that you yourself has that connection, that intuition, that inner knowing. You already know. You already know what the right and the wrong is. You already know the answer. It's our ego and our pride that has us thinking, oh, I can do this. I can get away with this. No, we cannot. If we steal something today and we wake up tomorrow and our hand is still there, it don't mean that our hand's not going to get cut off the next day. You see what I'm saying? Is anybody picking up what I'm putting down? Because see, once we've done it, it's too late. Once we've spent years and years and years and years and years of going the wrong way, when we know we are going the wrong way because we are trying to cause damnation, we're trying to cause hell, we're trying to cause hiccups, we're trying to cause stagnancy in someone else's life because we think it's funny, because we think it's funny because we are ourselves crazy. That shit comes right back on you. It's just a matter of time. It don't make a difference if you 80, 81, about to be 102. It's when God says, you ready? You ready? You ready? Because I didn't let you build up 80 years, 100 years of bullshit. And I'm getting ready to give it all to you right now. Zap! Wouldn't you hate to think that you spent the first 80 years accumulating all this stuff, all of this, all of it, all of it, all of it, all of it, all of it. And you was doing it by being skullduggerous, backstabbing, and everything else. And then at 80 years old, and you're too old to work. You're on Social Security and your pension and your 401k and this and that and the other. You're too old to do anything, but because God says this is time, and He takes everything away from you, including the house that you paid for, including the cars that you paid for. He takes everything away from you and then says, and you want to act like you could not see what you was doing? I'm going to top that. I'm taking your physical sight. So now you old, you broke, you busted, and your dumb ass is blind. And guess what else? Don't nobody want to deal with your old, broke, busted, blind ass. Except for the person that you gave your ass to kiss. All because somebody don't want to follow their own intuition. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Because it was funny when it was going around. And it's gonna be funnier when the shit come right back around and send you in your ass. It was funny whenever you put the strap on and you was telling somebody to bend over. But whenever you found out that the devil was standing behind you, bending you over, and you like, I don't even like that. And the devil said, I don't care. And God said, you know what? Relax. I gave the devil permission to do you like you so unfeelingly did everybody else the same way. And so the devil starts doing you, and you're like, and God says, shut up. And you better smile while you're getting it. Because you was smiling it while you was giving it. Can you imagine what that looked like? See, people don't think like that. They don't want to go that far. They're like, oh, she taking it too far. Am I? I know I'm not putting myself in the position for the devil to be boinking me in my damn behind. The devil or anybody else. Boinking me in my damn behind, I can tell you that damn much. Because somebody refused to follow their own intuition. They refused to listen to God when God was telling them, keep playing. Keep playing. Keep acting like you don't hear me. Keep acting like you don't hear me. Your head's all up in the clouds, but I'm telling you right here, you looking at me. But keep playing. You look cool. You look real cool like that. You look real cool like that. You look like a stud. You look like you got the game and you gone with it. That person that sees all that, now they're like, wait a minute. That person that was looking in that mirror, that person that said, wait a minute, let me stop because I see someone that I love treating me just like I treated someone that loved me. It's clear. I see someone that I love can see me, and they're treating me just like I treated somebody else. And now they want to be scared. Now they want to be worried. Now they want to be concerned. Now they want to be like, okay, God, Oh, I got it. I got it. I got the. I don't know what I was thinking, but I understand this shit now. I understand it now. See, it's different whenever we can. It's different when we don't look at ourselves as we doing it. But when we are doing it and someone else is acting just like us, exactly how we acted, and you recognizing the signs, you recognizing the symbols, you recognizing everything else because it was somebody maybe that you looked up to that told you how to be skullduggerous, that told you how to do whatever it is that you thought was so cute and you could get away with the shit, not knowing that you was fucking yourself up because you was putting yourself in a position that you was not going to be able to get out of easily. Somebody thought, you thought, as long as they telling me that I can do it, I can do it. Because look at them. They seem like they have everything in the physical world that they could possibly need. So if they can do it, I can do it too. Only to see that everything that they thought that they had, everything that they thought that they owned them. They was trapped. They're trapped. They're in that vault, and you saw them in that vault. You sat there and watched that vault door close. You watched that big ass doorknob that looks like a captain ship thingamabiggy going around. You saw them, the whole dial for the combination spinning around. You saw all of that. You saw all of that. And you know what was up. You saw what was up. God said, okay, I'm going to show you, I'm going to single this person out. Because I'm going to show you fat meat is greasy. I'm going to show you this person thought that they was like this. But I'm going to show you who I am. God showed him the truth. So then that person that was sitting there thinking they was all big and bad. They was all Mean Joe Green. They was this. They was that. They was the man. I'm the man. I'm the woman, baby. Hey, I'm that B. I'm that B. God said, yeah, you that B, all right. You that B. And you about to be that B. And when I say B, I'm not talking about no bad bitch. I'm talking about you about to be a big ass bum. So you about to be that B, all right. And that's the truth. Someone said, oh, I see the me getting with them, thinking that my future was getting ready to go along swimmingly. I see all I did was create burdens in my relationships, my closest relationships, the relationship that person stood behind me 10 toes down. Because I couldn't stop playing games. Because I didn't have it together. Because I couldn't just say something. I couldn't do something. I couldn't make a decision to say, I stand with this person. Somebody said, no, I don't see nothing. It's not that bad. It's not that bad for them. They're okay. Oh, they're okay. But now somebody want to have a conversation. Because they hearing some things. They seeing some things. They remembering some things. God is, oh, you sleep? Wake up. No, because we about to have a conversation right now. I understand that it's 2:34 in the morning, but I feel like talking at 2:34 in the morning. And that's what we about to do. And you're not about to go to sleep until I let you go back to sleep. And oh, we've been up talking all morning and now you got to go to work and be productive at work all day. And then whenever you get off work, then you got to come home and take care of your kids or whatever it is that you got to take care of at home. And you're going to be so tired. And you're going to be like, all I want to do is go back to sleep. And then I'm going to say, no. No, it's 10 o'clock. I don't want you to go to sleep yet. Because I want to finish having this conversation. I'm going to let you go to sleep at 1:30. And then I'm going to let you sleep until 3:30 before I wake you up. And we start this whole conversation again. Because I want to hear each and every day how you get your shit together. I want to learn from you. I want you to show me that you have learned. And I'm going to keep doing this to you until you get your shit straight. Because I'm tired of playing with you. I'm tired of you playing with me, more importantly. So somebody having a conversation that they don't want to have. But they know they don't have a choice. Because they know that everything else that they tried, it's not working. And now they know, they realizing, they looking at somebody else who going through it tough. They looking at somebody else who's going through it. And that's why they said, I think I better put up some boundaries against this person because I see that this person is really not good for me. Ooh, justice. You cannot make this up. Game over. Somebody is starting over. Because they see justice is coming in, kicking ass, taking name. Everybody that they thought that they knew by these names, they don't even know who they are anymore. Because everybody walking around nameless. Because justice then came in, kicked ass, and took name. They trying to go somewhere. They want to go somewhere bad. They want to get in their car. They just want to drive. But they can't. Not right now. Somebody still got some work to do. Somebody still got some work to do. They still got some things that they need to take care of. Somebody has to start over. They're receiving a gift to start over. But this time, they better start over right. This time, they better act like they got some guts. This time, they better act like they know who they talking to and who they dealing with. Somebody wants to start over. They're willing to give everything to God. And God said, as you should. Because I'm not the one. I'm not the one. I know that you thought that you was all that, but I'm not the one. I'm the one that's going to teach you the lesson, baby. The lesson that you don't ever forget. And that's if I allow you to make it out alive. Because see, God says, I'm so tired of watching people mistreat my children. Even if these aren't the chosen that I placed here purposely to help your dumb asses, you still need to treat people like you want someone to treat you. Do unto others as you want them to do unto you. If you don't want nobody to boink you in the behind, don't try and boink someone else in the behind. If you don't want someone to steal from you, don't steal from them. You don't want someone to lie to you, don't lie. And they were stuck on 44 and 44. Woo! Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. And that was That was an angelic message. It was stuck on 44, 44. Yes, that was a message. If you don't want someone to do it to you, do not do it to them. And it's just that simple. Everyone want to act like, following God is so hard or it's so scary. Like you can't cuss, like you can't drink, like you can't live a normal life. You're living a normal life. It's not it's not the things that man said was bad. Man said this was bad. Man said that was bad. But I never said it was bad, God said. God said, you get right with me, and I'm going to let you know what you can keep, and I'm going to let you know what you need to get rid of. Forget what anybody else says about your situation. You let them know that you talk with me directly. Because everybody has a different path. Everyone has a different lesson. Everybody gets a different blessing. Everyone receives a different assignment that they are here to carry out. Not everyone has the same assignment. Not everyone gets the same blessing. Not everyone gets the same lesson. It's just that those people that are afraid to find what their blessing and what their lesson is, those are the ones who have issue. Those are the ones who get the biggest lesson. Because those are the ones that are the most unhappiest. Those are the ones that are most confused. And we need to find those people. We need to let them know. You're confused. Ten of coins. Someone's ancestors is here. Someone's ancestors is here. And they working with this person. They getting them straight. Oh. Yes, something about the Ace of Cups. There's a lot of love in this. Yeah. The World and the Queen of Cups. Because someone's ancestors showing somebody, you know what? About this person, this Queen of Cups, who they mistreated. And not only did they mistreat, but they broke their own heart. And they trapped themselves while they were trying to mistreat someone else. Who was it? They was trying to mistreat this empress. They was trying to mistreat someone who had unconditional love, unconditional acceptance, forgiveness. Someone who is just giving, pure of heart. Someone who really loves. Someone who knows how to be a partner. Someone who knows how to give. Someone who's not even big on receiving. Spirit said, look what you did to this person. Look at these knives that you put in this person's heart. And this person had to take those knives out by themselves. So for each knife, and look at you. This is what you did to yourself. Now you all looking scared. Like you all stuck. And thinking about this person. How you did this person wrong. Now somebody wants to have some emotions. Now somebody wants to feel something. Now somebody wants to start over. Now somebody gets clarity about the situation, because you know why? Because they seeing that same ego, that same pride, that same stubbornness, that same, oh, I can take what I want. I don't care what nobody else says. It's all mine. I put me first. Me, 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 me. And they're looking at somebody else saying, a little one, me, 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 me. Just like them. And it's scaring them because they're thinking about how they did you. And they know they ain't about that life. They know they don't have that strength to get through what they put you through. They know it. And they scared. This could have to do with a Leo, because we got the sun and we got the strength card. This could be talking about a Leo. With the Six of Cups. This could be talking about someone's child that's a Leo. Because they know they ain't as strong as you. What they gave to you, you didn't care about. Didn't think of nothing else about it. They know. They can't handle that. Now they're ready to walk away from the old bullshit. Now they're ready to walk into a new life. Now they're ready to ask for some forgiveness. Now they're ready to have a conversation with God and say, I know I was such an asshole. I know I was such a fool. I know I just didn't do what you said for me to do. I'm acting like I can't hear you talking to me. I'm acting like I can't hear you telling me time and time again, boo, it's time to start over. Leave that bullshit. It's go, go, go. I'm acting like I didn't hear nothing. But I hear it now. Because see, it's different whenever it's happening to you and not just around you. It's different whenever it's you. It's different when it's your turn at the wheel. Now somebody says, God, please deliver me. Please deliver me. They were whispering. They were praying. Please deliver me. God said, okay. But come to me straight. Don't talk about that. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Because guess what? I knew what I was doing the entire time I was doing it. Come to me with that. Come to me with that truth. When you can come to me with that truth, then I'll tell karma to go sit back down. Because the truth is hard. A lie is easy. It's easy to say a lie. But when you can come with the truth, and you can look yourself in the eye, because you look at me in the eye. And then you can go back and you can look that person in the eye that you gave your ass to kiss. And you can be truthful with that person. Then I know you've learned a lesson. But it's totally different when it's your turn at bat. Pressure's on then. King of Cups. Talking about this Empress. Somebody is receiving some judgment about maybe how they was ignoring their own emotions. How they were just being too stubborn. I see this person doing like this. God said, Keep them arms folded. Because you look real cool doing that shit. You look real good doing that stupid shit. So keep them arms folded. The whole time that I'm letting the devil behind you, keep your arms folded. Don't even try and protect nothing. Keep your arms folded. Like this. And bend over because he getting ready to get you real good. Because I gave him the authority to do you like you thought that you could do somebody else. I heard that song, Telltale Heart. I heard the song, Telltale Heart. Somebody's out in the cold. Somebody's out in the cold by themselves. Because they weren't listening to their heart. Somebody is choosing to stay out in the cold. Because they feel like this is the karma that they receive, that they deserve because of some stuff that they did. And that's fine. But guess what? Even if you go through it now and you still choose not to say the truth, not to get right with God, not to make those amends, not to ask for forgiveness, not to get yourself right. God said, I will continue to send this energy to you time and time and time and time again. Because it's not about, oh, I took that for the team. I guess it wasn't that bad. Now, okay, so now I shook that karma off and I'm going to keep going. God said, no. This is going to be you. This is going to be this continuous tower until you do what I said to do. God said, until you get your heart right, get your mind right, get your spirit right, and get that soul right, this is where you're going to be. See, we think God's playing until God ain't playing. Someone even told this person that other person that you thinking this your friend, that ain't your friend. This person is trying to do some type of magic. This person is trying to cast some type of spell. This person is lying to you. This person is trying to cause an imbalance in your life. This is not who you think this person is. Wake up. Wake up. Somebody couldn't hear. They was like, no, I'm good. They assured me that they are who they say they are. They assured me it's okay to treat you like shit. They assured me it's okay to do this. They said that everybody does it. Everybody does it. To the Empress. They assured me it's okay. They assured me that they were really the emperor. And then they knew what they were talking about. That they were the ones that was overburdened by this empress. They said that they were the ones that was being used and misused and abused. It was them. I had to protect them. God said, okay, dummy. Okay, asshole. This is who I sent for you. But you want to protect somebody else that was all in their ego, all in their pride. This person is the ruler of the land and got you acting like you got to make a decision. You can't make no decision. Like you can't decide who you need to be with. This man wants you to stand behind him, but he wants you to leave this empress out in the cold alone to defend herself. And you calling yourself a man? Let me say that again. And you're calling yourself a man. Someone told this person the truth. The person didn't want to believe it. They didn't want to set up these boundaries. They didn't want to hear. They didn't want to listen. They surely didn't want to see. About this emperor that had them stuck, that had them looking at shit differently. Because this emperor was immature himself. This emperor is acting like a child. And somebody else was acting like a child, following them, allowing themselves to be stuck, allowing themselves not to be able to see. Telling you. I hope somebody likes flesh burning. I hope somebody likes the smell of bacon. I hope somebody is really, really strong throughout this, because they're going to need some strength. They're going to need some strength. Could be dealing with the Leo. They're going to need some strength. You talk about a journey. They're about to have a journey. They thought they was doing, can't make this up. They about to go on an embarking journey. Of finding out, play stupid games. You about to win some stupid prizes. Now they want to start over. Now they want to be like, okay. Wait a minute. I didn't think it was going to affect me. I didn't think that my shit that I did was going to affect me. Why do they call it? Some of us have to pay for the sins of our fathers. What do you think that means? Paying for the sins of our fathers. Our fathers, our mothers created these generational curses because they were in their lower vibrational self. They were using their own ego. They wanted to be all about them. Forget anyone else. Forget the collective. Forget the greater good. Forget God. It was all about them and what they wanted. And they gave and passed on these generational curses to their children, to their grandchildren, to their great-grandchildren, to their great-great-grandchildren. And don't make me continue to say it as the list goes on. And there's usually one person, one that's sent to break the generational curses. But it only works if that person, the one that broke the generational curse, and their children, and their grandchildren, and their great-great-grandchildren continue to live in the way of God. Because it don't make sense to be driving in a car, you get a flat tire because you drove over glass. So the generational curse breaker gets out. They sweep up the glass. They change the tire. And they get back in the car for everyone to continue to move forward. And what does the person do? Run over some more damn glass. Got to be the stupidest person in the world. Right? There's usually one that's sent to break your curses. Just like Jesus was on the cross, who do you think the chosen one is? That's your family's Jesus, and they are hanging on the cross for your dumb, stupid asses. But stupid is as stupid does, right? It's usually the one that's been through the most. It's usually the one that has been backstabbed the most, betrayed the most, lied on the most, lied to the most, had the most taken, had the most stolen, had to deal with the most, and had nobody there, nobody to help them. That's usually the one. Someone is noticing something. They separated themselves and they are looking at everything. They're doing their homework, honey. They're doing their homework. They're thinking about how they left this person out in the cold. They're looking at how they followed the wrong person. They're looking at how this person was loving, was kind, was nurturing, and was honest. They're looking at all that. And they feeling stupid. They feeling foolish. They know game is over. Game is over. Because they can't think about nobody but this person. Nobody but this person. And it looked like this person even has their back to them now. This person sat there and gave them so much of themselves. But most importantly, this person told them the truth. They thought this person was dumb. You was dumb to believe somebody else. You want to talk about dumb? You want to talk about imbecile? You want to talk about simple-minded? You want to talk about can't see nothing? Somebody's ready to do the work. Somebody's scared. They ready. They ready to turn their back on a situation. And they're looking at something. Because now, like I said, it may be affecting their child. It may be something that they're thinking about that they should have turned their back on from childhood. They're saying they should have turned their back on this evil ass witch a long time ago. Because they see how this person was a witch in their life. Even though they want to go, oh, I don't believe in witches. I don't believe in warlocks. I don't believe in this. I don't believe in that. They believe in that shit now. Because they see some shit is happening to them. Their finances is fucked up where they used to have all the money in the world. They can barely keep their shit straight. They can barely pay their bills. They trying to decide what bill can I pay. Which one is it going to be okay for me to be late on? They weren't worried about it whenever it was the other person and they had all the money in the world and could have helped that other person. But they said, I ain't helping them. You good. You good. You be alright. You be alright. Can't make this up. Now this person see how they was a fool when they had all the money in the world to help somebody else. And they acted like that person was a fool. Like that person couldn't do nothing. Like that person was not going to be nothing. Like they was just the cat's meow. I got everything that I need over here and it's behind me. Here they are with those arms folded. Look at them with those arms folded. God said, make sure that you keep those arms folded just like that. Because I think that looks real cool on you like that. I think you look real tough like that. Because you was looking cool and you was looking tough back then. But now that it's get back, come back, all around the world, all around the rosy. Now it's time for you to get yours. I want you to look just as tough. Make sure you look just as tough. Don't change your stance for nobody. What else, Spirit? What else? What else? Spirit said this message has been the truth. Someone is thinking about all the games, all the trickery, all the lies, all the chaos that they played, that they allowed people to play, that how they were in their immature energy, how they didn't think that anybody was going to see them or see what was really going on or who was really behind it. Everybody sees it now. Everybody sees it now. And they were sitting back and they're looking at, well, what you going to do? How you going to handle it? You're not laughing anymore? You're not smiling anymore? Oh, it's not funny anymore because it's you? Someone is sitting there thinking, nobody even knows my secrets. Actually, we do. We do. When you had a friend there at your house and your friend was coming to work on his quote unquote van to make it the inside, so they could go travel the world, and your friend spent that one night. We all know that was your lover. We all know that that's who that was. But even though we didn't see anything, we knew. We saw it. Someone's thinking that they don't know that I'm a friend of me. Wrong. We knew that you were a friend of me in our face. We knew that. We knew that you were digging a grave, but you didn't think to dig two. Someone finally decided to put up some boundaries and stand for something because they see they've been a fool. They've been a fool. They've been in Narc Nation. They've been dealing with a narcissist. This could even be a sibling. Somebody who was a quiet detractor. Somebody who was in silent competition with you. Somebody needed to do that self-reflection, what they did with that mirror. Because guess what? They always knew. They always knew. Something never sat right. And they knew they should have said the word no long ass time ago. Something about somebody's baby pictures. Somebody was a thief. Now somebody cannot get somebody else out of their mind. They can't get the shit that they did out of their mind. Only thing they have left to do is to forgive. Forgive themselves, to forgive everyone else. Because when they think about it, they did it to themselves because somebody felt intimidated and they felt small. That's the only reason they did it. That's the only reason that they left that empress to the wolves. Because they felt intimidated. They felt bullied. And they felt small. They felt like somebody could overpower them, not knowing that they had the power to overpower the devil. But now that they getting that karma, now that God has stepped in, they're willing to get right. Now they're willing to get right. Now they understand that someone is tuned in. They even possibly told them about a parent, or they even told them about some childhood drama or trauma that they went through. And they even said, you need to find you. Stop being judgmental. And they thought that they was getting ready to have a whole bunch of money. Nope. No. No. God says, I am not going to protect your mess. I'm not going to bless your mess. Somebody heard that vault door close. Boom! And that big ass doorknob turning around. And the combination lock moved. Somebody's looking at somebody that's, I'm locked up. And they're wondering when their day is coming. Because they know they definitely don't want to be locked